Today is Monday, February 26th. Finally, the major event that I've been waiting for. Today, Lord Jacob Rothschild died at the age of 87, 226. I highly recommend you guys to watch this video. There was an interview included in this video regarding the UK monarch approval of him as the owner of the piece of land in Israel on November 2nd, 1917. His passing marked the beginning of the official time of the changing of guards, not because of retirement like the few months ago. The Queen of Denmark, it's because of the retirement, but this is the beginning of changing of guards because of death. Now we're waiting for a couple of key players who will be taken out. This is also the official signal for them to know that the Antichrist is coming. And this is the end of the time and the beginning of the 7 years end time. Because I don't know if he was the only one, but he was the main player to control the whole world behind the scene, not on the front stage. Until recent years, control opposition started to bring him up to the surface. Now, the official ruler behind the scene in the shadow died today. Then the official ruler of the end times, the 7 years, which is the Antichrist, is coming now. That's why Rothschild has to be taken out because he finished his job. This is the changing of guards, and the Antichrist is coming to rule from the front stage, not behind the scene anymore. In the past, they do everything behind the scene because the veil has to be lifted now for the end times. So I think we can expect the next few days or next week or two at least. I'm guessing within 2 weeks, they will announce another key player passing. The total number of key players that will be taken out, let me see, 1, 2, 3, at least 5 on top of my head right now. I've discussed that before with you guys. Okay. Now I'd like to read the book of Enoch, chapter 20 is the first book of Enoch about the heavens. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of man. Raquel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. Sarakiel, one of the holy angels, who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels, who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Remiel, one of the holy angels, whom God set over those who rise. I'll continue to discuss the book of Enoch in a later time. So now we are waiting for the next chain of event now. I forgot about the Chinese New Year. They have to celebrate for 2 weeks, 2 full weeks till the full moon mark the end of the celebration. Then people go back to work, which means they will start the major events after the full moon. On the 22nd is, I think it could be the last trial run for the cell outage, because the cell outage have been on and off for the past 3 years. They've been running dry runs for quite some time now. So I believe the last confirmed trial run on last Thursday, 222. So now today is the beginning of the chain of events, 226. Tomorrow and Wednesday, how much time for rapture? The 17th day of the 12th month in Elul calendar. So today is the 16th day of the 12th month in Elul calendar. So 1226. And it's first month of the 17th day of Chinese calendar. So 117. From the beginning of spring to today, the death of Jacob Rothschild, February 4th to today is 23 days total. 2, 3. 3 weeks and 2 days. So reverse of 2, 3 is 3, 2. We have a 2, 3, 3, 2. Then is 552 hours. We have a 5, 5. We have a 2, 5, 5, 2, 5, 5, 2. And we have a 33,120 minutes. We have a 3, 3. We have a 12. Then we have a 1987 and then 200 seconds. So we have a 17, 18, 19. From the day of CERN starts the operation, the next day of the springtime, which is February 5th, to today's date, the death of Rothschild, 22 days. 3 weeks, 1 day, so 3, 1, which is March 1st. And the second day of the CERN is going to turn on one of the machines. 528 hours. If you remember, 528 is the devil frequency. I discussed this, I think it's last week. From Chinese New Year to today, the death of Rothschild, 17 days. 2 weeks, 3 days, so 2, 3, 17, and then 408 hours. So we have a 4, 8 here. And then we have 24480 minutes, so 2442 4884 1488800 seconds. So we have again 88, we have 4884, 888, we have a 14, we have 18, 4181. From today to CERN second scheduled day on March 1st. 5 days, 120 hours, 7,200 minutes, 432,000 seconds. So 432 is the universe harmonic hertz. Again, I've discussed that before. From today to March 11th, the third scheduled day of CERN, which is I think they start LCH, I think, if I remember. But I will discuss this after this. 15 days, 2 weeks, 1 day, so we have a 2, 1, 360 hours, so 3663, 666, 21,600, so we have a 216, 6 times 6 times 6. 1296000 seconds. So we have a 96, 69, 29, double nine or double six. You know, all those numbers. March 11 is the first day of first month in Elul calendar. is the second day of second month in Chinese calendar. So we have 1122. Now let's take a look at this graph. The pink one is the cycle of temperature. Notice that the beginning of the temperature to rise after winter is the beginning of springtime. Here, which is the wheel of the year in pagan practice, they also mark in the beginning of February. Usually they mark the 1st of February or the 2nd February, and then the beginning of spring. According to Chinese Chinese calendar is February, sometime between February 4th or 5th, around this time. So pretty much the same time. So you can see the beginning of spring mark the beginning of rising of the temperature. So that solved the mystery, because I know some people might have question about why the beginning of spring the weather is still cold. It's because it's the turning point of the temperature. Now February 5th is in ELA calendar 11 month and 25th day. So 1125 we have a 11, we have a 2555. In Chinese calendar 12 month 26 day. I don't need to explain these numbers. Gregorian calendar 25. March 1st is 31, Chinese calendar 121, in ELA calendar 1220. So 1220, if you shuffle the numbers, you can see that 2012 here, or just 22, because the number 1, we sometimes can omit that. March 11 is the first day of the first month in ELA calendar, second day of the second month in Chinese calendar, and 311 in Gregorian calendar. Lately, I've been noticing they using the number 31. They usually use 13, but now they use the combination of 13 and 31. And also in the calculation of the death of Rothschild today. So 31. And yesterday I had the opportunity to watch Die Hard 1 on TV. I happened to have the access of TV yesterday, so I noticed that when John McClane he runs up the stairs, he was on the 31st level of the building, and the camera focused on the number 31st. Then 33, of course, so from 31 to 33. Then 32, he turned on the fire alarm on the 32nd level of the building. So I was thinking it's coincide with the CERN operation on March 1st, 3-1. So I wonder this week could be a critical week, since today marked the beginning of the chain of events. And then from February 5th to March 1st, if we're not counting March 1st, it's exactly 25 days. So another 25. And it's 3 weeks, 4 days, so 34. I've just noticed that 34 is actually representing a bomb, say in a clay type of bomb. When I watched Die Hard 1 yesterday, it's C4, that clay, that pack of clay as a bomb. Is C4, which is a 3-4, so 3 weeks, 4 days.